Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to TokYo-Yo. Today's going to be a little bit different of a video. A lot of people have requested that I do a collection video, so that's what that's going to be today. The volume may be a little bit lower because my son is asleep in the other room right now. That's why I'm wearing the headphones. So I'll try to work with the volume as much as I can. But without further ado, let's get to the collection 2017. I'm going to be going by company. So hopefully that will help keep things in theme in no particular order. So I'll kind of start with the gear first. Got a bunch of polyester string here in one drop. Huge stack of stickers. Gotta use all these. I keep all my bearings in the little Yoyo steel cup that I got. Oh my god. Got some side effects in this bag. Lego side effects. Extra bearings. Just get in there. Got some K-string in a terrible box because my son's been at it. And my coveted zipline strings, I keep them all together. I take them everywhere with me. You never know when you're gonna need zipline string. Check out Bushido Baby coming out soon. I'm actually gonna start off with the really random stuff here before I get into the company yo-yos. So this is a yo-yo I picked up from Yuka Kaneko, who was doing a performance on the street. I thought it would be nice to pick up his yo-yos. Here's a couple of loopers I got from a friend. This one was given to me by the person I used to be partners with at work. She got it when she went back home on vacation, so this is a really cool fixed axle. It's just neat that it's like totally unique, you know? Now let's get into Hyper Yo-Yo. So Hyper Yo-Yo is a company that does collaborations. They're a Japanese company, but they work with companies in other countries. So got this Hyper Cluster Speed Falcon. These you can actually take apart and customize. This is basically a Velocity, but I think it's called the Dial Mars in Japan. Here I've got the Sonic Breath, which is a Duncan collab with Hyper Yo-Yo. The Freeze Wyvern, I actually played this a lot. It's a Yomega collab. The Sonic Breath, another Duncan. The Wood Bullet, this is the second one I bought. I'm giving the other one away in my haiku giveaway. A Metal Bullet, which is the same as the Wood Bullet with metal spacer instead of wood. A Flame Wing, which is a Hyper Yo-Yo again. I think this is, yeah, Duncan. The Spin Phoenix, which is another Yomega collab. The Galaxy Fly, I think this is a Yoyo Factory collab here. Kind of cool, shiny plastic. This is called the Cross Dragon. It's another Yomega. I think this is like a brain, basically. This one I always thought looked really cool. This is the Spark Bat Hyper Yo-Yo. Just looks really neat, but I don't think much of it, really. And the Astro Fly, which looks pretty cool. It's a Yoyo Factory collab. So almost all of these are responsive in various states of repair. Some of them are mine, some of them were given to me. The quality of a lot of these is not really great. They're fine for plastics, but they're pretty like beginner level, and it kind of depends from model to model what kind of quality you're getting. This one was really cool. This is the Hyper Infinity. I think this is the one that's motorized, so it just sleeps and sleeps and sleeps forever. So once you throw it down, it just goes and goes and goes. Pretty fun little thing. Didn't really work for very long, but while it did, it was cool. It's heavy as all get out. Okay, so I guess let's get into Duncan next. Only got a few of those, so that'll be quick. I do have a Freehand Zero. This is the one that lights up. I got this at Spin Gear. The cap flew off pretty quickly, and with it the whole mechanism, so I didn't drop it or anything. It just kind of broke apart. It was cool while it lasted. And then I also have the Duncan Windrunner. I got this at Japan Nationals 2017. This is the AP colorway. I did drop it on the ground, so it's got some pretty nasty dings. It doesn't vibe really, but the string, when it hits that little spot, it vibes, so I'm always afraid that this is going to cut the string. I filed it down as much as possible, but it's still pretty rough. I guess next I'll get into C3, since those are close to me right now. Speedaholic, this is the new version. This is the one I did review that's a bit on the vibey side. I do have two of these, in fact. The C3 Yoyo Design Gamma Crash, which I've reviewed before. The C3 Yoyo Design Move, I really like this thing. It's still one of my favorite, it's definitely my favorite C3. And the Railgun, this was the first C3 that I bought. I think the acid colorway is really nice. The V shape is a bit sharp for me, but it is pretty awesome for a V. Next I'll get into Yoyo Recreation, because I only have one, and that is the Gargantua. It's a pretty nice, oversized, very cool, glossy, translucent yo-yo. I guess we'll get into One Drop next, in no particular order. The Benchmark W, which I've reviewed before. The Cabal, I really like this thing. Actually, I've been meaning to review it for a long time. I love, I've said it before, it's like a bar of soap. It's crazy. This is the One Drop Vanguard. I really like this one. The Vanguard and the Gauntlet were the first two One Drops I ever bought, and I absolutely love this colorway. It's so pretty. The Benchmark H, which was recently sent to me by my mother, thank you so much, with ultralights. I love the way the blue and the gold go together. Here we've got the Countach. This one is, you can see here, is a not quite perfect. I think it's just an anno flaw. Some of the paint looks a little strange, but it plays beautifully, as smooth as anything One Drop ever puts out. The Benchmark O, which actually I've already reviewed and uploaded. I'm just waiting for the right time to put it up. The Benchmark V, which I really like, very cool V shape, even though it kind of defies the V. The One Drop Top Deck, which I have reviewed. It was one of my earlier reviews. Love this pink. Actually, I don't play this as much as I should. The Prescription, which was one of the very first reviews I did for TokYo-Yo. This is another one I should play more often. It's quite fun. Maybe now that I've gotten a little better, it might be maybe an interesting one to come back to. And of course the Mantis. This one is still a favorite. I really like it. Still a weird shape, still a little bit narrow, but it's a really fun yo-yo. I'll go through a few here that I only have a couple of. So the only Yo-Yo Officer I have is the Yo-Yo Officer Yakare. There's also a review coming out for this soon, but this is a very, very fun yo-yo with my signature zipline string here. Oh yeah, Bushido baby. Only have two of this company, so we'll go quickly here. This is TokYo. We've got the TokYo Colossus 3. Very beautiful. I think this is either Blood Stain or Blood Fleck colorway. I don't remember, but it's a very, very rich blue, purple, pink color. And the Quantum, very nice looking. Next, this is a bit of a weird one, but the Yo-Yo Jam Dark Magic 2. This is one of the first really serious yo-yos I ever got. Busted the caps off because it looks way better with no caps. Did throw this in the ground a few times. It's got some pretty ugly scars, but still plays just fine. Next up is CLYW. I only have two, so this will go quickly. The Yeti 2.0, which I've reviewed. Very nice oversized yo-yo. And the Big Dipper, which I've ranted and raved about the engraving. I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and do Yoyo Factory, shall we? So in no particular order. The Yoyo Factory Edge, which I have reviewed before. Very cool bimetal. This is my very first bimetal, actually. The Yoyo Factory Superstar Pulsar Edition. This is the original Superstar, not the bimetal version. This is very cool. The Horizon, I think I took the axle out to put in something else. Oh, I think this was, I took the axle out to put in the Superstar to try to salvage it. So all it needs is a new axle, but I'm not the biggest fan of the Horizon, so maybe I'll review it one day. The Yoyo Factory Space Cadet. I'm not sure why, but I don't have a bearing in this one right now. Gotta put something in there. Awesome yo-yo. It's a little dusty, oh no. The two Basecamp Jackknifes. I've reviewed both of these. The gunmetal version and the emerald version. I don't remember what they called it. This is the Yoyo Factory 1, which I got before I knew really what it was like. It's really not a great yo-yo for where I am at right now, but anyway. Got a couple replays here. This one was the original replay, and then the Replay Pro, which I ordered online. I'm not sure what this piece of garbage is, but I don't know. Man, love this thing. Yoyo Factory Aviator 2. This thing is awesome. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Yoyo Factory. This is iYoyo we're talking about. This is the iYoyo Steel bimetal. Very, very nice. I reviewed this before. One of my favorites, and just a beautiful bimetal. And this one recently I just did an unboxing of. This is the iYoyo Veritas Pro. Beautiful undersized V-shaped yo-yo with a very interesting fingerspin catch zone. Designed by Matilde Witt. And this is just a gorgeous. It's probably in my top 2 spots right now. Moving on to my boys at Yoyo Empire. Here we've got the Yoyo Empire Star Moon. This is a hub stack yo-yo. This is the Yoyo Empire Boreas Pro. It's got the frosted plastic metal ring inside and then the fingerspin little crater here. This is the Boreas 2, which doesn't have the metal ring and has a much easier to access finger spin catch zone. This one though, I did drop. You can see some scrapes here and here. This one sheared through my string, as someone else put it, and actually it has happened to more than one person. I'm not sure what's going on with this thing, but there may be something poking out of the bearing seat area or something, I don't know, so I gotta check on that one. The Yoyo Empire Promise. This is a really beautiful colorway. I just love the way this thing looks. This is the first yo-yo I ever reviewed, the Yoyo Empire Big Bang. I think it still has the original string that I reviewed it with. I haven't played this one for a long time. Still a favorite though. This thing is enormous. In fact, let's put it next to the Veritas Pro, which fits inside of it. It's pretty ridiculous. Then we've got the Yoyo Empire Tsunami. This has some metal rings, and then the palm body with the finger spin catch zone. Very fun toy feeling yo-yo. All right, we're almost at the finish line here. The last brand I'm going to take a look at is Magic Yo-Yo. We've got the N8 Dare to Do, which is a really, really tiny yo-yo. In fact, if we put it next to the Veritas Pro, it's even smaller than that, and that's already an undersized yo-yo, so that's pretty crazy. The Magic Yo-Yo T5 Overlord, which is a fun kind of narrow throw. This one feels really fast. I always like playing this one. The Magic Yo-Yo Katana. I took the NSK bearing out of here. I think I put it into the Benchmark W. I just need to put a new bearing in here. The N5 Desperado. Love this thing. It's crazy, crazy shape and design. The Magic Yo-Yo Purple line, which I've reviewed. Very interesting feel. Sort of feels like a ceramic pot. One of my absolute favorite Magic Yo-Yos, the N12 Shark Honor. Many people will tell you that this is a great entry-level monometal, and it is absolutely right. This thing could carry you from the very beginner to competition, basically. It's awesome for the price, too. This is the Magical. It's a bimetal based on the design of the April. Here's the April. So this is the original. This is the bimetal version that was released later. So this one you can still get. This one is in very limited run. I don't even know if it's available anymore. But they're very similar. Just this one is a bit more smoothed off. This one's a bit more angular. This is the Magic Yo-Yo Stealth. Very cool bimetal with the 7075 body. The Magic Yo-Yo Skyva. The Magic Yo-Yo Skyva. The Magic Yo-Yo Skyva. The Magic Yo-Yo Skyva. And the Magic Yo-Yo Skyva. One of the newest entries from Magic Yo-Yo, the Metal Skyva. This is a really nice one I just reviewed on my channel recently. Can't go through a collection talk without talking about my favorite baby boy, the carp fin here with my Bushido baby string on it. Just absolutely love this thing. Still absolute #1. And lastly, before people start posting comments about which ones are my favorite, these are the ones that are in my rotation right now. Yoyo Veritas Pro here, the One Drop Benchmark H, the Yoyo Empire Boreas Pro, the Metal Skyva, the Magic Yo-Yo Carp Fin, and the Yo-Yo Officer Yakare. Those are the ones that I take with me on a daily basis. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling, but you'll probably notice that I'm a big fan of the H shapes, since a few of these you would kind of consider H's. That's pretty much it, guys. That's all for the collection for now. If you guys saw anything that I have not reviewed yet on the channel that you'd like to see reviewed, go ahead and leave it in the comments. But that's going to be it for the collection. Maybe I'll do another one of these next year or something like that. But now I gotta go put all this stuff away. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Take care. Have a nice day, and sayonara.